Hello, my friends. We are here at Halloween Horror Nights for my first night in a long time. I haven't been here since 2019, and I've only attended 2017 and 2018, so unfortunately, I think a lot of the stuff that they're using to celebrate the 30th anniversary might be a little lost on me, but right here, right now, I am at the Stay and Scream in the Finnegan's area. Currently, a forklift is coming by, putting the finishing touches on the Seek and Destroy area, the scare zone. And I see some signs over here that have some indicating that there's lines for Texas Chainsaw Massacre and The Bride of Frankenstein already over this way, and they're pretty long, but as I understand it, those empty out pretty quickly. But anyway, I invite you to come along. Let's go check out Horror Nights. All right, so this nice gentleman right here was pointing me to the way where the Texas Chainsaw Massacre line is starting. And just next to that was The Bride of Frankenstein. Did they already take them through to the line? I do not know. But I want to start with the icons captured. Does that one not start during Stay and Scream? I'm not sure. So something I didn't know, The Bride of Frankenstein line already opened around 5:45. The line for this one is opening up right now, but Icons is not open until 6. So I think I'm going to start heading over to Bride of Frankenstein first, and then I guess over there, if I can do this quickly enough, is a quick look at the front of the park there, which unfortunately they do have a opening ceremony, which I've seen on YouTube already, and I decided not to watch that personally. It was a cool look at like some of the icons and like Jack popping out at the beginning, but all right, just got out of Bride of Frankenstein and it was loud. I really liked a lot of the scares. I got a really good one where I thought Frankenstein was just like a dummy or something like that, and then he came to life, and they picked me out for some reason, and the monster and Bride of Frankenstein, they were all coming towards me. Oh, it was so good. But now it's raining, and it's probably gonna rain for a while, but it's 6 o'clock now, and that means HHN Icons Captured has opened, and I am so excited for it. I'm currently getting in the line right now. Oh man. All right, so I'm in line right now for Puppet Theater. However, we need to talk about Icons Captured. That was amazing. I didn't really see Chance in there, but Jack was the one that was at the end on the throne, which I was thrilled. I was clapping. It was great. Actually, while we were in line for that, he went by on a golf cart and had a bullhorn and was just kind of making everybody go wild. It was really cool. I'm going to turn this around so you can see the facade to Puppet Theater, which is amazing. And also one of the tent houses here this year. So yeah, here is the facade. It looks beautiful. As you can see, it's still raining, unfortunately, so I'm not at Optimum vlogging, and the scare zones are kind of empty, but you do go through an entrance of the wall, like a hole in the wall that's blown open. The rain is starting to let up. Just got out of Puppet Theater. I thought it was really fun. There was a really funny moment with a clown, and I just started doing a little bit of this too, and he went wild, and then I forgot about him, and then like 5 feet later he popped up again. I was like, ah! I was like, oh, I hate you. We're gonna be doing 4 houses now in like the first hour, which I would say it's pretty good, and I do have an express pass. I brought it just in case, like the Stay and Scream and all of that. I kind of just lost my way and didn't know what I was doing. Here is the facade of Wicked Growth. It looks really cool, and I've been told that it looks even cooler at night. So I'm excited to come back and see this again, but wow. I do not know what I'm in store for, but I've heard that this house is really good. So Wicked Growth was amazing. We'll talk more about that later, but I just wanted to show you guys right now, because of the rain, the scare actors are not out. Case Files Unearthed is only at like a 15 or 20 minute wait, and it is extremely loud in here. All right, so Wicked Growth was amazing, mainly because the scare actors could actually stick stuff out, and one stuck their hand out enough that I actually had to stop, and it was amazing. And the reason I kept saying we is that when I was in line for The Bride of Frankenstein, I ran into these guys, some Orlando locals, Cameron, right? Yeah. And Jonathan. And they've kind of been my own personal RIP tour, believe it or not. And we've done 4 houses, right? Yeah, in an hour. And we're just, without the express pass, we are kind of killing it. Great night. We're kind of crushing it. Even, I think you were the one who was saying that the rain has kind of kept some of the frequent fear pass. Yeah. The scare actors are finally out. The camera's struggling to focus in the fog, and I feel like Horror Nights has really started now, because it felt weird to have all of the sounds and everything, but now we're here in Gorewood. Aww. I couldn't get his attention. Reminds me of all the hamsters I post on Instagram. So since all of the houses are going up in time and wait time, we're going to check out the Halloween Nightmare Fuel, which looks like it might be filling up for this first show. Just getting out of that show, that was a lot of fire and a lot of scantily clad people moving their bodies. There was one gentleman who had all the obliques, and other than that, I'm gonna just see it that one time. I think even if I come here a second time, I don't know. It wasn't the strongest show. It was really intense though, and there was some cool stuff. But I noticed a couple of things that seemed like they were supposed to happen but didn't happen. Like something where they were supposed to like lift a performer, and then they just kind of had to bail, and then the show ended, and I was confused. One thing I didn't mention up front is that they don't let you record it or take photos or anything like that. So I don't know, maybe somebody snuck it online, but honestly, if you're gonna come to the event, just check it out at least once. The Haunting of Hill House, only like a 35-minute wait, maybe just a 30-minute wait. It might have been less. Either way, I'm going into my 6th house without the express, and this is something that I'm easily going to come back and do one more time because I'm so excited for this one. This might be a good sign here. I think that we're seeing a cast change happen right now. That's good timing, but I feel bad for anybody who catches that right now. Hopefully that means every boo hole will be full. Just got done with the Haunting of Hill House. Oh my gosh, that was epic. The only one that really threw me off was the one when they're in the kitchen, and there's a scare, like as soon as you round the corner of the dumbwaiter, and a hand just comes so close to my face. I was less scared and more like, yo, what the F? Just like trying to dodge a hand. And that got me thinking, like, how do they time that? How do they figure out, like, when to stick out a hand and, like, be that close, you know, in between people? But anyway, overall, Tall Man was amazing. The cast change, I think I experienced, like, maybe 90% of the scares that were supposed to happen. So I think I had a really good run on it. And I still have my express pass to do a second run tonight. So I'm really excited for that. But so far, that might be my number one, or Case Files on Earth. Or Wicked Growth. I'm not sure. So I was thinking about grabbing a drink and waiting in line or not in line, but grabbing a good spot for the new Marathon of Mayhem. I just needed to show you guys the lighting that is in here in Gorewood Forest. Oh my goodness. This is beautiful. Oh, the lights that they put on the trees, you know? Oh, but I'm hoping to see a scare actor or two. Yes. I think that's the Terror Queen herself. We're going to circle back later, but yeah, let's get a nice little... All right, it's time for a snack. I'm currently in line for the Jacked Donut Slider. I've heard good things about it. It looks delicious. Let's see if it's true. So here it is in actuality. That is one tiny little patty. But okay, so it is exactly what they said. 2 little donuts, tiny bit of beef, and some chips. just got done with the Lagoon show, and it wasn't quite as good as last year, but I feel like last year was so IP, or not last year, you know what I mean, 2019, last Marathon of Mayhem had so much IP that was really good music to pull from. Here, I didn't even hear a Beetlejuice song, which really surprised the heck out of me. But otherwise, the energy was there. It was a lot of fun visually, but I hate to make the comparison, so I'm not gonna. Watch the show. It was a lot of fun. Next up, there's 4 houses left for me to do, and a couple of scare zones that I haven't been through yet with the scare actors, you know? I just saw the look-see and the Santa Claus guy just leave. It looks like they're doing a cast change right now, unfortunately.
Defensive position. Genesis. Standing. You have been deprogrammed to align with the machine and the controller. Here before me, human.
So that's a fun little scare zone. Let's see, captured icons, 60-minute wait, and the Tooth Fairy, Revenge of the Tooth Fairy down there, looks like it's a 35-minute wait. I think I'm going to start using my Express Pass to knock out everything that's left. I might hit up icons one more time as well, so I'm going to hop to it. Just got done with house number 7, Revenge of the Tooth Fairy. Number 1, the facade was really nice. Number 2, they took some real liberties on what a fairy looks like, because those were some strange-looking creatures. The scares were actually kind of solid, but not the scariest. I did like the scenery, but I have heard this house get kind of a lot of flack for it, and maybe it's because a lot of people experienced it the year before in that HHN light. All right, up next is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It looks like it's only a 35-minute wait. With the Express Pass, it should be much less. All right, so we're on our way to Welcome to Scarey. Texas Chainsaw Massacre was okay. It had a lot of crazy smells, though, and I found it a little overwhelming. But we're going to give going through Crypt TV another shot, since I didn't even see look-see. Alright guys, here we go. Scarey. Welcome to Scarey, Cary, Ohio. Location of many different Halloween Horror Nights events, scare zones, and houses. Alright, so I get why Scarey was not the most popular one. One, you gotta know your HHN to really know what's going on. And so I can see what they were saying about it being a kind of greatest hits. The scares were good though. The scares were good. It just didn't have a flow to it because it was kind of a greatest hits type of house, because of all the different places that Cary, Ohio has appeared at HHN. So I don't have an appreciation for all the stuff that I just saw, but I appreciate the scares. There's some really good ones. So I was hoping to do Wicked Growth one more night, go back to the Realm of the Pumpkin at night and see that facade at night, and it was just a really good house in general. So let's get to it. Well, holy smokes, I can see what they were saying about the facade. It looks beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I heard some people were stopping here and just having Instagram photo shoots, but I guess I don't blame them. Yeah, but yeah, I really love this house. All right, Wicked Growth one more time, and it was great. I love the way that they kind of decorated it so that as you're going through the house, it's like the growth is happening it's just so perfectly designed. The scares are crazy. I had the scare actor come right up to my face, and I loved every second. So now I have one house remaining, and that is Beetlejuice. Somehow Beetlejuice became the last one. And I think there's 2 scare zones I have not taken my camera through. So we got to do that, don't we? It feels like there's a lot, but still, the night is still young. We got so much done. So thanks to my Orlando local friends, my new friends, shout out to them, who were feeling kind of beat up because they get the opportunity to come here a lot more often. The only thing kind of deterring me from doing another run at Hill House is how much time you lose on the walks. And since I'll be back, I don't know, but it was so good. I might do one after the vlog. All right, here's the facade for Beetlejuice. It looks so good. Oh man, I'm excited for this. I'm not expecting it to be too scary, but I am expecting it to be a lot of fun. So Beetlejuice, huh? Kind of a fun house. Kind of like I wish it had been one of the first houses that I did as kind of a warm-up to the rest. I don't know if I hit a cast change or if the scares were off, but it felt like there was less in it. There were some cool parts to it, don't get me wrong, and I love the music, and I love seeing some of the scenes because I adore that movie. So we were in here earlier for Lights, Camera, Action, Eddie's Revenge, but because of the rain, there were no scare actors, so I'm excited to see this fully, everything going, and I'm only going to know like 1 or 2 scare zones, but I'm going to be quiet now, and you see how many you recognize. All right, guys, here goes the last scare zone I haven't been through just because of that stinking rain. But, oh man, it is intense. I'm excited for this one.
You went to filled with the unbelievable. You will not be insulted, and rude behavior will not be tolerated.
So I think that's going to do it for me here, night 1 of Halloween Horror Nights. I did not see the Treats and Foons. Hopefully I will see them on night 2. But my 3 favorite houses so far are Wicked Growth, The Haunting of Hill House, and Case Files Unearthed. Spectacular event. Absolutely loved being here at Universal in Orlando. Yeah, Express Pass wasn't the most useful because they were selling the Express Pass after 11, and that's kind of around the time where I started taking advantage of the Express Pass. But because of the rain, the wait times were pretty light anyway, so it didn't make sense. But the next time I come back, I probably won't make time for the shows. I'll maybe catch the lagoon show while I'm walking around the park. But other than that, it's going to be just houses and scare zones. I cannot wait to be back. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. And I hope you go make your own adventure. Bye.